So that being said, why don't we, Av, I don't know if you wanted to add anything or ask any questions to Keith about some of the things that he's been doing.
Yeah, the main question for me is how do I get this in Canada? And it just seems like an amazing thing. I think of course the Diatoms to me is a great addition to this. We don't have anything out in the market that's comparable. And the other aspect that I think is amazing is the fact that there's all the fats and oils. A lot of hydrolysates remove the fats and oils, and so then you're thinking, maybe I should use a fish emulsion instead of hydrolysate. Well, then you kind of miss out on the NPK with the fish emulsion, and you get the fat. So you've got the best of both worlds, or you've created a new world with the diatom. So this is something that I think even the best regenerative agricultural grower will get some benefit out of, right? So somebody who's been using conventional products, they're going to see a benefit if they use Neptune's Harvest. But not every regenerative organic farmer is going to see the same benefits. But with Fish Brew, it sounds like we're actually going to get a little bit more. We're going to be getting the benefits of those fats and oils that are going to translate into the secondary, tertiary metabolites that we want in our tomatoes and in our cannabis and so on. So yeah, just excited. And it sounds like it shouldn't be that hard to get it registered in Canada. Especially if you've already done a lot of that analysis of the microbes that you want to list on the label.
So another thing that's important to note is that there's no product on the market that has protozoa in it, let alone diatoms. There's nothing. The only thing you can buy in a jug is bacteria. We don't need bacteria. We all have plenty of bacteria in our soil. You'll get what's called a biostimulant reaction. When you throw that bacteria in your field, you will get a quick green up, but it's gone. It's used up within 24, 48 hours. This product stays in the soil. This product inoculates the soil. And yes, even regenerative organic farms will see an uptick from this product on a level that they will be impressed with. And again, you don't have to use it forever. But if you don't have what I want to call spring water, if you're using conventional water, you will have to continue to use it periodically as your numbers fall. And this goes back to something that drives me nuts about the industry. You guys don't test enough. How do you know what's going on in your system if you're not periodically doing chemistry tests as well as biological tests? Next week, we have a guest coming on, Andy. I'm very excited to have her on to talk about the value of biological testing. And Dr. Lane Ingham has rolled out what she calls the soil food web lab techs. So we will have access to what I want to call next generation biological testing. Traditionally, it's just done through Earthfort, which is okay. It was a groundbreaking way to look at soil. But unfortunately, the way that testing protocol is based on taking the sample that you send them, heating it and adding foods to see what the potential is. Well, unfortunately, in nature, there's never that perfect environment for you to hit total potential. So yes, it was important to give us a baseline of what was there and what could happen with that biology. But it isn't the same as the new testing methodology, which gives you who's present now. And I think that's where the real value comes in this testing. And it's not expensive. It's very, very affordable for anybody. So sorry to go on a rant, but
no, but that's important because we get calls from customers saying, what product should we use? Because we have three different, just to clear up. So we have four different waste products or soil conditioner plant probiotics. We have the Bold product, which is comes out of Cape Cod, and that's the purest, rawest form of what Cape Cod is, our hatchery. It's got the diatoms, it's got amoebas, it's got rotifers, it's got I can't even remember. We have a test. If you go on our website, you can see the DNA testing we did. We have something like 3,500 different bacteria and 3,500 different fungi. We have protozoa. With the Bold product, I like to use it from seed for seeding starts. I actually start cannabis directly in soil. I don't start it with a paper towel moisture. We do it directly in soil with bold, watering it once a week, and our germination rate is about 4 days earlier than any other method we've tried. It also is great for cloning. I clone cannabis plants. I've cloned tomato plants. Right now I'm cloning blueberries and fig plants that are taking really well to it. The Bold is an all-purpose probiotic. Use it for everything. Love the product. Off of that product, we have another product called Epic, which is the solids, the organics that have been removed down to 230 mesh size, about 60 micron. It's a great product for hydroponics. It's a great product for spraying your yard. To go back to the Bold product, it's also great for lawns. So if anybody out there isn't a cannabis grower but likes a really nice lush lawn, it's the same product that the Dallas Cowboys use on their practice fields. They've been using it for almost 3 years now. They were one of our first customers. And they've had great results. And Leighton can speak probably more on the results they've seen and why they've seen them than I can. But that product can be used on lawns as well as, and I have landscapers on Cape Cod that are using it on lawns. There's a lot of push here on Cape Cod, as there isn't a lot of ocean coastal communities to eliminate commercial fertilizers because of the pollution of nitrogen and phosphorus going into the waterways. Where with Fish Brew, it all happens at the root of the plant. You don't get that residual wash away into the watershed when you use a product like Bold or Epic. So Epic Flow is the solids removed, great for hydroponics. I have people in aeroponics using it. We've done some foliar sprays with it and had some good results. Then we have a third product, which is also derived from our waste product, but it's from 2 different farms. It's the Rise and Thrive, which is very similar to the Bold product in that it has a percentage of Bold in it to get the diatoms in there. So we use Bold in all of our products to get the diatoms in there. Once we've brewed it for about 72 hours, the diatoms take into the brew and they repopulate. So the Rise and Thrive is very similar, higher on the bacterial than fungal. So typically used more for container growing. I've used it on figs. I've used it on orchards. Roses seem to like it a lot. The other product we have is Trifecta, which is one of Leighton's favorite ones. That comes out of our big farm, which is a warm water Barramundi farm. So there we're feeding about 5,000 pounds of feed a day. So we produce a lot of waste out of that farm. That waste is much different. It's warm water. We have a lot more sodium and chloride tolerant bacteria, which are also other salts, potassium, phosphate, and nitrate tolerant and consume those elements. Because the system typically runs at a lower than brackish water level